The body of an unidentified man was discovered in the wheel well of a United Airlines aircraft in Maui on Christmas Eve, prompting an investigation by local authorities. United Airlines Flight 202, a Boeing 787-10, departed Chicago O'Hare International Airport at 9:31 Central Time on Tuesday and landed at 2:12 p.m. local time. Ground crew members discovered the body during a post-flight inspection. The body was found in one of the main landing gear wheel wells, an area that is only accessible from outside of the aircraft. At this time, it is not clear how or when the person accessed the wheel well, United Airlines said in a statement. The 8-hour flight is typically something that cruises at altitudes where temperatures drop well below freezing, and the wheel well compartment is neither pressurized nor heated, making survival extremely unlikely for stowaways. State officials reported that operations at Kahului Airport remained normal and were not disrupted by the incident. The Maui Police Department has opened an investigation, though further details about the deceased individual have not yet been released. United Airlines did confirm that they are cooperating with local law enforcement as the investigation continues. Are you thinking about purchasing pet insurance for your furry friend for when they get sick? Well, think again. Many pet owners are finding out the hard way that these plans often cost more than they're worth, and some are stuck paying bills even after their pets are long gone. Let's take a look inside of the predatory pet insurance industry that makes you pay even after your pet passes away. The numbers, they tell a shocking story. Americans spent a whopping $38 billion on pet health insurance just last year, and insurance companies, they saw dollar signs and jumped right in, pocketing billions of dollars in premiums from unsuspecting pet owners. Currently, around 6 million pet owners have pet health insurance, but this industry operates in murky waters with no set standards of practice. Pet owners regularly run into frustrating problems like insurance premiums that climb higher every year, companies refusing to pay for health problems they conveniently label as pre-existing, basic vet visits excluded unless you pay extra, and skyrocketing prices just when your aging pet needs the care the most. But here's the most heartbreaking part. Many pet owners can't even stop paying when their pet dies. Hidden in the fine print, these policies often require payment until the end of term, regardless of whether your beloved companion has passed away. Let's consider what happened to Montina from Georgia. When her elderly dog Scrappy developed severe health issues and was unable to walk and was passing blood, she faced a heart-wrenching decision to put her down. But after Scrappy's passing, Montina discovered a cruel surprise. She had to continue paying her health insurance premiums for her dog for another 8 months. When she called the insurance company's corporate office, their response was cold. Policy is policy, so pay up. So people are stuck with two options. Either keep paying for a deceased pet or watch your credit score potentially take a hit. As pet insurance companies grow richer, pet owners struggle to get their money's worth. With predatory insurance practices being exposed, maybe it's time to expose an industry that profits from grief, forcing payments from pet parents even after their pets have passed away. So the message is extremely clear. Pet insurance companies aren't protecting our pets. They're protecting their profits, and they'll keep collecting those payments whether your pet is alive or not. When people think of gangs in LA, their minds might automatically go to street corners and graffiti, not sheriff's deputies. But here's a shocking truth. For decades, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, or the LASD, has harbored secretive and violent deputy gangs. Groups like the Executioners and the Banditos aren't just these urban legends. They're very much real, and they've terrorized Black and brown working class communities for decades. City officials claim that they're banned, but with limited oversight and the absence of community control of the police, how can we be sure that they're actually telling us the truth? One sheriff's deputy gang, the Executioners, sports skeleton tattoos as part of their membership. These tattoos feature a skeleton wearing a Nazi-style helmet labeled CPT for Compton and holding a rifle surrounded by flames. Members allegedly earn their way into the gang through violence against innocent residents. These thugs beat and kill residents as part of their initiation. In this gang, Black deputies and women are excluded. And the Executioners aren't the only group. The Banditos, another notorious gang, operate out of East LA. Known for their sombrero-wearing skeleton tattoos, Banditos beat, terrorize, and murder East LA residents. The murder of Adrian Rios is one of many police killings in East LA. Along with Rios, Anthony Daniel Vargas, Jorge Serrano, Paul Rea, and Edwin Rodriguez are some recent victims of the Banditos. The recently elected sheriff, Robert Luna, has said that he wants to eradicate deputy gangs, but no real action has taken place, and a second gang has started in the East LA station, says Central CSO, a grassroots organization dedicated to fighting against police brutality. The Banditos also assault fellow deputies who don't fall in line, and they're not alone. Deputy cliques like the Reapers and the Wayside Whites have left their mark on LASD's history, with some dating back to the 1970s. As expected, Letting these sheriff's deputy gangs act with impunity comes at a price. That price, human lives and expensive settlements. Taxpayers have shelled out at least $54 million in settlements tied to misconduct by deputy gangs. These settlements range from excessive force to wrongful deaths. In one infamous case, members of the banditos were also accused of harassing and even assaulting their own colleagues. Meanwhile, executioners reportedly hold inking parties to celebrate their murders, where new members receive their tattoos after their initiation. For years, politicians, judges, and sheriff's departments have been an impediment to ridding LA of these murderous gangs. This has made these gangs think that they're unstoppable. But community groups like Central CSO and the Check the Sheriff's Coalition are proving otherwise. These organizations have rallied for accountability, demanding change and amplifying the voices of families directly affected by deputy gangs. Whether outside courthouses or in public meetings, they're leading the fight to expose and dismantle these murderous groups. And sure, the LASD has introduced policy claiming to ban deputy gangs, but honestly, it's more about optics than action. Without transparency and real oversight like community control of the police, the culture of secrecy within this department will continue to shield these gangs from accountability. So the next time you hear about gangs in Los Angeles, ask yourself, are the biggest threats on the streets or behind the badge?